a place where the dead lie still, though the ghosts of Kansas City's underworld still throw long shadows. Now, when people hear the name Scarface, they immediately think of a cigar-chomping Chicago mobster in a pinstripe suit, shouting into a cinematic microphone. But long before Al Capone made that moniker a household brand, the original Scarface was walking right here in the heart of Jackson County. His name was Joseph Digiovanni. Now look around these historic markers. They don't build monuments for men like Joe. But if you look past the standard issue granite, you're standing at the foundation of Kansas City's criminal architecture. Now, Joe didn't get his face carved up by a Chicago razor blade in a pool hall alley. No, his scars were self-inflicted poetry, the fiery signature of a botched 1917 insurance scam. Joe got stuck with a mountain of black market sugar when World War I ended. So Joe tried to torch his own warehouse for a payout. Instead, the blaze wrapped its fiery arms around him, leaving him permanently etched with the living roadmap of burns across his face, ears, and hands. Now, when the law asked questions later, he blamed a rogue kerosene lamp. Smooth excuse, Joe. But the mirror never lies, even if the mobster does. So when Prohibition rolled in like a tidal wave in the 1920s, Joe and his brother didn't just ride the current, they built the damn boat. They called it the Sugar House Syndicate. Now, while other guys were busy dodging cops with rattling jalopies full of moonshine, the Digiovannis realized you don't sell the poison, you sell the recipe. They locked down the regional sugar supply. Now, if you wanted to brew a drop of corn liquor in the Midwest, you bought your sugar from Joe at highway robbery prices. Or you paid a street tax in raw hooch. And they had the ultimate umbrella. Boss Tom Pendergast's wide open Kansas City machine. You see, under Pendergast, the cops didn't look the other way. They practically laid out the red carpet. And detectives who tried to slap cuffs on Joe sometimes ended up dead before they could even make it to a courtroom. And it's funny how justice had a habit of taking an extended vacation back then. Now right here, we're standing right here over his final resting spot, Joseph Digiovanni. By the time May 1950 rolled around and the televised committee dragged the aging mob boss into the national spotlight, Joe looked less like a syndicate kingpin and more like your grandfather waiting for a bus. The senators grilled him about the underworld, and Joe, he gave a master class in selective amnesia. Looking those senators dead in the eye, he swore under oath. He said, "I never even heard of the word mafia." And just like that, he sidestepped the 20th century, faded back into the shadows, and quietly expired of old age in 1971. At 83 years old, he passed away. He didn't go out in a blaze of Tommy gun fire on a rainy street corner. He outlived the heat, outlived the era, and took every secret of the early Kansas City mob right down into the Missouri clay. Amazing. At the grave of the Kansas City Scarface, this is Mack Malone, the KC journalist. History doesn't always sleep peacefully. Sometimes it's buried right beneath your boots. Love y'all. Catch you on the next one. Peace.
Let's go. Mack Malone, he's your KC journalist. Mack Malone, he's your KC journalist. Mack Malone, he's your KC journalist. And I will get the best from that KC journalist.